Honorable Speaker, thank you so very much. Honorable Speaker, to start with, most of the people that spoke here spoke about the stadiums in their constituencies. I am not talking about a stadium in my constituency. I am only talking about a standard field to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. And as I speak to you, we already have the land. But we did our part. But we could not do it all because we are a community. And some of you are even thanking the government. I said it here some time back. I said it's simple. I said, when you go to the ATM card and withdraw your money through the ATM, you say the ATM, thank you, thank you. People will think that you are mad. We have tax ministries. We have tax government institutions because we have distributed funds and allocated funds to various ministries. It's their primary responsibility for them to perform the function that is given to them. Secondly, most of the constituencies here, members have thanked the Ministry of Construction for constructing roads. For I cannot say so. Because for me, I think he forgot about my constituency, Foni Bintang Karana. The Ministry of Construction, please remember my constituency and focus in the area. Electricity supply, we are still hoping and we are seeing some of the work going on, but there should be an improvement in it. We want you to fast track it because we are expecting before December that we will be seeing light in some of our villages in Foni. To the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, the Constitution Section 30, right to education, and it says basic education shall be free, compulsory and available to all. I want it to be accessible to Kasani village in my constituency because the students that are coming from Jakoi Bintang to Kasani, to Katako, to Bintang is too far. And if we have a primary school, LBS in Kasani, that will definitely help. To the Ministry of Fisheries, we do not want problem in our constituencies. And as you are bringing boats to our constituency, we want you to be clear. At first, when I called the minister, he said the boat is for the village, Bintang. And later on, when I called the minister, he said the boat is for the constituency. So which is which? That I want you to clear here. And the people of my community in Bintang, people are worried about this boat that you have issued. Honorable Minister of Health, in the schools, in the hospitals, like Buyam, Banjul here, RBTH, there are issues that are going on, and we must know that as of now. Since the salary increment, for those people that are in those hospitals, the nurses and the doctors that are there, they have not received their salary increment. We want to know the reason as to why. Because salary increment is meant for all. You cannot pay one side and leave the other side. That is a concern that we want you to tell us the reason as to why that is happening. Because we don't want our people to be working at hospitals and also they have delay in salary payment. Most of the time they have delayed in salary. Some of the time they are paid around the 2nd, the 3rd of the month. Sometimes it goes up to the 5th of the month without salaries. That is a concern, and salaries is their life. How do you want them to survive without salaries? We are not paying them enough, and at the same time we are delayed in terms of salary payment. I want you to look into those matters, and those matters are of urgency. To the board schools. Yes, I am speaking. To the board schools. Most of the time, the schools that are in the board school, they receive their salary, and their salaries are always delayed. I spoke with the minister some time back, and she told me that it will be a thing of the past. And I definitely want it to be a thing of the past. As I am speaking, is today that most of the board schools in the country are receiving their salaries. And some of them cannot even access it as we are speaking right now. That is a challenge. And sometimes, if not because of the Eid that we are going towards, sometimes they repeat around the 4th, sometimes the 5th of the month, which is sad. And I want that to be addressed. And the board school also, their promotion. The other schools have received the promotion, but the board schools have not received their promotion. And that is a concern, and I also want you to address that. And also their allowance, graduate allowance for teachers. I also want you to put it into consideration as well. Going further, to the Ministry of Agriculture. Instead of reproducing, we are only consuming as a ministry. The ministry that's supposed to produce, but it is a consuming ministry. Now, when we talk about the price of commodities, we are only talking about importing. The only thing that we can reduce, if we can reduce the price of commodities, is what we grow here. And actually, we are not growing anything. It is as if we have no Ministry of Agriculture. Sad to say. Going further, pensioners. I told the people here some time back, pension is the home of every civil servant. And everybody, at the end of the day, you will be pensioned. As we are increasing salaries, we are forgetting about those that are pensioned. Some of them are receiving less than $1,000 monthly. These are people that have served this nation wholeheartedly, with dedication and commitment. And they lay their life. They have not gone to any part of the world, but they have laid their life for their country. What are we doing for them? And today, we have turned them to beggars. Sad. Going further, to the Ministry of Defense. Ibrahim Ajame, the soldier that complains about the skyrocketing of price, was fired unjustly. We want to know that is it that whatever you feel like doing, you can do it? Is it not like that everybody can support you? Not all everybody will support you. But sometimes when people talk about the reality, you must be able to condole. This is a soldier that have served the Gambia Armed Forces for 18 years with commitment, lay his life and everything. And at the end of the day, he only complains about the hardship that he is going through and the hardship that others are going through. Only talking about the skyrocketing of price, and you fired him because you are in power. But remember, tomorrow you will not be in power when I am in power. And I told the young people of this country that nobody is there that will rescue us, but we have to rescue ourselves. We cannot continue to complain on social media. It is time for us to take action, and I am taking the lead. For the Gambia, our homeland, and for this country, we are ready to lay our life and our blood for the cause that we believe in liberating our country. It's going to be a challenge to remove these ministers, to remove the president from the seat, but we are taking it as a challenge and we are moving forward. Because for long we have suffered and nobody knows our cry. We were thinking like someone is there who is going to wipe our tears for us. But finally we realized that nobody is there that is going to wipe our tears for us, and then we have to stand up ourselves because it's worth it. Honorable Speaker, going further, Honorable Speaker, this is our home, and this is the country that we have, and we are not exchanging Gambia for anything. The Gambia Post Authority, whatever you are doing there, another day is coming. Do not sell SOEs, State-Owned Enterprise, Alkanewa. Do not sell our SOEs. If you cannot use them to generate, please keep it for us. Do not sell our asset, because tomorrow, some of the people, even if you die in your grave, we will go and wake you up. It's a challenge, and this is the reality. So whoever is in charge of responsibility today, whoever is in charge of position, be aware of the fact that this is not your position as an individual. This position belongs to the nation, and the nation has every right to know whatever is happening and whatever is going on. Most of the civil servants are complaining after the salary increment, as we all know. After the salary increment, most of the soldiers did not receive their full salary on time. Some of the teachers also did not receive their full salary on time. The police officers and other security sector, including the nurses that I'm speaking about, did not receive their increment on time. You can delay on every matter except matters of money, and that is a concern, because their life depends on that. And you and I know, we promise people here that we are going to increase transport allowance and whatever, and it fell throughout 2024. This time around, coming to 2025, we did promise to increase salaries, but in January, it was even hard for people to get their full salaries. And as we speak right now, even house rent is not even increased to the amount that was stated in most of the sectors. And you coming out with pension scheme, knowing that you are going to come up with pension scheme, it should have been clear from the onset, and at that 5% that you are going to do, you should have increased it as well, so that those that you are deducting will not feel it. This nation is for all of us, and we are taking this as a challenge. To the Honorable Speaker, remember we are elected members of Parliament. We are sent here. We do not come here on our own accord. We are sent here by our people. Our mandate as members of the National Assembly is to speak. And it's not what you want to hear or what anybody wants to hear. It's what our people wants to hear. But you going on intimidating members of Parliament, telling them that I will use Section 21 of the standing orders most of the time. Honorable Speaker, we are here to stay. We will not be intimidated by anybody. We will never be intimidated by anybody. We are more ready for this challenge than ever. And this challenge, we are taking it head on with our blood and our life. For our nation, we lay whatever we can for. And this nation must be liberated, today or tomorrow. And for 2026, you are out, inshallah. I thank you for your kind attention.